Good morning. Change of plans apparently. I'm just gonna go home. Just gonna go home. I know it's Monday and I'm going home already. So it is 7:45 here in the morning. I just did my pre-trip. I had to hang out for half an hour trying to figure this out. I had a load all lined up. We're going to pick up a load of empty pallets delivering to Merritt, then to Delta, and the customer just called Sutco saying they don't want a quad deck anymore. They now want a Super B. So my trailer's not big enough.
In 400 meters, turn right on Stevens Road.
But Sutco doesn't want me on a Super B because they've got a load lined up for me at Klesnikoff, Mass Timber, to pick up a load there. So they've called Klesnikoff, seeing if they could do that a day earlier. And that's a go. So tomorrow morning we'll load at Klesnikoff. So I'm just going to go home for a few hours and then in the evening head over to Klesnikoff. And we'll start our week there.
Right on Stevens Road.
Hey, at least I got my trailer. Off. That car is just going to have to wait a little bit. So we go wide to make sure we don't hit any stop signs.
In 600 meters, enter the roundabout.
She's hot. It's only 22 degrees Celsius. Feels hot though.
Take the third exit to Bartley Road.
Crawling through everything, doing a pre-trip on your trailer, making sure all the tires are good, everything, all the brake lines, all the lights. Everything is good on the trailer. All of a sudden it feels like I worked. Okay, just got a text message here. I see it pop up. Said, I can still load tomorrow, but not until afternoon. So I'm not going to leave for work until tomorrow morning. I'll just head home and spend the rest. I'll edit this video tonight and spend the evening at home. There we go. I could have slept in. It's the only downside. The good thing is I got the trailer at home and it'll make tomorrow a lot easier. So it's not I would have had to do this anyway to go get the trailer. Although if I wouldn't have had the trailer, I would have just headed up here tomorrow morning and then taken a different way. Taken Highway 33. But, it is what it is. You plan everything out, get everything lined up, and then the customer calls and messes up your whole week. The car has a bumper sticker on the rear windshield. It says no bad days. Right beside us here on the left. No bad days. I agree with that. That's a good sticker. So, we are southbound through West Kelowna. You saw me leaving the Sutco West Kelowna yard. Yeah, we'll take 97 right along Okanagan Lake. You guys have seen it a couple of times, but it's a beautiful, beautiful drive along the lake. Especially once we get past Peachland. My breakfast here. I've got 2 granola bars sitting beside me. I was going to eat it after I loaded, but lots of red lights through West Kelowna. Lots and lots of traffic lights. The nice thing about this happening this close to home is that at least I get to go home. When this kind of thing happens way out in the boonies in the middle of nowhere, or even far away from home in the city center, you're stuck sitting there. Often no good place for trucks to park. Parked on some side road with no facilities anywhere. And that can kind of suck. You guys have seen me get stuck at construction sites. At least they've got porta potties and stuff, but when you get stuck in the middle of nowhere, that can really suck. This, I can just go home and relax the rest of the day. Make no money for the day, but it is what it is. spare tire and a camper. Going camping somewhere, but you want to ride bike wherever you're going to camp. I think that's a good idea. Yikes. Aggressive lane changes there. Over into the left lane, because we do not. I mean, it'd be fun taking the connector. The worst part about this deal is today's video would have been, instead of what you're getting now, today's video would have been driving down the Coquihalla, and I would have gotten 1,500 views instead of 200 views. Even though I think this is the more scenic drive than that one. So for those of you watching, you guys get the better deal. So if you look way in the background, you see Rattlesnake Island. The lake, on the left hand side of the lake, you can kind of see how it curves around. There's a little island, Rattlesnake Island. I don't know if that shows up on the camera, but at one point they built like a miniature golf course on there and wanted to have like an amusement park. But it is also the home of the famous Ogopogo lake monster. Think Loch Ness Monster, except it's called Ogopogo. I've seen some weird stuff in the lake. I suspect the weird stuff I saw was maybe sturgeon that made their way up over here. I don't know if sturgeon show up in the lake over here or not, but I've seen some big fish in the lake that could be classified as the Ogopogo. At least what I didn't know what it was. It's like, whatever that is, it's massive. This is Peachland. Coming up to the lake here after we do some 70 kilometer zone. We get to drive right along the lake. Absolutely gorgeous. Set cruise control for 70 here because everybody else does 90, and it's going to be too tempting to drive what everybody else does. Cruise control I use mainly not to speed. What does this do for my fuel window? I need DEF. Thinking half a tank of fuel. DEF is a quarter tank. Maybe I'll just head down to Soyuz or Oliver also has DEF, so Oliver and Soyuz. So tomorrow morning, head down that way and get DEF in one of those two towns. Always slow down for this because they're coming around a blind corner and you've got a light, so just slow down as if we have to stop. Here we go, we're on the Okanagan Lake. talk about putting a barrier, no post, like the one on the right, up on the left-hand side as well, all the way along the lake. Because it seems like almost every year, at least one car ends up in the lake. It's not deep on the edge over here, so it rarely does it result in any kind of serious injuries. From on top of the big rig, it wouldn't make much of a difference in scenery, but cars with those no posts kill like so much of the scenery. Maybe put those short ones up like that by the little pullout here. Put short ones like that all the way along. That might be okay. I like how naked it is. How just it's open right to the lake. Eventually, this section of highway will be bypassed. Where the split was south on 97 or up to the connector to the Coquihalla to Merritt 97C. There's talk about having this highway connect up over there, so it would bypass this whole town, drive around on top of the mountains. Basically, where the 4-lane starts over here, it would connect from there to the top of the mountain on the connector, and then we would bypass this town altogether. Which I would miss. I would miss driving through here, that nice, beautiful little drive. But I also see why you want to 4-lane this. You can't really 4-lane it through this town. I mean, they have plans for that too. I've seen the plans for that. The town hated that plan, so I don't think that plan's going to ever happen. Because it would have split the town in half. You couldn't get from one side of town to the other side, except for one or two roadways crossing. It would also get rid of the magic. I would prefer to see a detour around the town with a 4-lane, and that way, if we're driving with our vehicle, we have an option to exit and still drive through the town. Coming up to the 4-lane section here. It's relatively new. It's not that many years ago when they were building this. I still remember the old highway. Hammer down. Yeah, the viewpoint of the lake up here is pretty cool too, but not. It's just always something magical about driving right on the lake. Oh, the pickup says a big rig's passing me. I'm gonna speed up. Happens a lot. It's super annoying, but it happens a lot. Try this again. And we're going to speed up again. Yeah, we're going to speed up again. Yeah, I thought so. It didn't speed up as much this time, but my concern is, are they going to quickly try to pass that other truck in front of us? Bit of drywall. Pack West. Seen that name before. Dangerous corner. You can see by the black lines. Crashes happen on this corner quite regularly. Because people all do 20 kilometers over the speed limit. It's just normal. Meanwhile, other people go 10, 20 below the speed limit. That's just normal too. So you have a closing rate on vehicles that's 40 kilometers per hour, which is fairly significant, having vehicles 40 kilometers an hour different speed on the highway. And then you come onto a sharp corner that, if you don't know that corner well, you need to slow down for it. Even if you know the corner well and you're in a big rig, you saw me, I slowed down for it. Hesitant on passing these guys because the speed limit goes down to 70, and I got a feeling they're going to keep going faster in the 70 zone, but we'll see. Yeah, I called it. Welcome to Summerland. Which, due to the little bit higher elevation, gets a lot more snow than Penticton does. June 25th road closure. Oh, that was yesterday. Okay, we're good. So this is where there was the big landslide closing the road for a bit, so I came through today morning with no delay at all. But I suspect going through at 6:30 versus 8:20 now, we're going to have a little more of a delay. There'll be a little more traffic. Still single lane alternating, which is weird for me because they've built it as if it's going to be two lanes, one lane either direction, and then just decided never to open it up to two lanes. Because somebody thinks the cliff face is still not stable enough. Everybody jams into the left lane. The proper way of doing it is go right to the end where the two lanes end. I'm the only one not doing it, so this is socially not acceptable, but legally this is what you should do. Just look how much lane there is. It eventually backs up all the way into Summerland when you could have the line up half the length. And of course, I'm the a-hole for doing this, right? We have 2 lanes still down here. It just makes no sense to me. And obviously, I'm the only one that does it. Everybody, legally, everybody needs to come to here and then zipper merge. Every other vehicle after this. And if everybody followed the law, this would not be a problem. Oh, there we go. Zipper merge in. I ended up 3 other big rigs pulled up in behind me. No cars, not a single car. Makes 0 sense to me. And yes, I've seen YouTube videos ago, and you guys all saw the sign way back there, and I'm not going to let you merge in. That's not the legal and proper way of doing it. There'll always be somebody that lets me merge in at the bottom. Some people will be angry because it's not the socially acceptable way, but it's the right way of doing it. Talk to any cop. That's the way the road is built and designed to do. That's where you back up. That's where you stage all the vehicles. Oh, they got excavator on this side of the barrier. Looks like they're still getting dirt over to this side. And that's why they're not opening it 2 lanes. Still not a bad backup. I made it through the first light. Oh yeah, right. I got a shortcut. I'm in no rush and I got a crazy shortcut. Please let me know if I'm the a-hole here. I'm gonna keep doing it either way. But let me know, like, what would you guys do? Like, we all like to socially conform to what everybody else does. And that's, I think, why everybody goes in the left lane, even though it makes no sense at all. Summerland here. We get another scenic, beautiful drive along Okanagan Lake. And then as we come into Penticton, we'll call it a day. This is one of the trucks that pulled up behind me. He is in a rush. Trailer's from Ontario. I couldn't see where the truck is from. I know there's a motorcycle somewhere in my blind spot. I can't see him. Oh, there he is. Saw him pulling up way back there, so I'm like, I know he's there. Really slowing down now? Is that a thing we're doing? Inconsistent yo-yo speeds. I'm sure we'll speed up now. Definitely a yo-yo. Where's all the rebar headed? Figured that was the truck that was on the radio, but over-length rebar. I thought it'd be illegal because of the stuff up front, but no, they got the stuff up front on top of the rebar, so that is a legal load. Driving force. Think all these silt cliffs all the way along here, all of them are unstable and could close this road down any day. Anyhow, welcome to Penticton. We'll leave it there. Hope you guys enjoyed that. It's not what I expected to be doing today, but you know what? It is what it is. So thank you guys so much for watching. Really, really appreciate it. Well, I really don't want to honk at all these nice people, so we'll just disappear in silence and we'll give you a honk tomorrow, maybe. I am out of here. You guys rock.